Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel. Part 155. You know, I really thought I would have an easy episode today. Like for Friday, like for the longest time, I saw this with like Magic Mike's Last Dance going theatrical, and I'm like, okay. I mean, Magic Mike, it's not like the biggest franchise out there, but those first two movies made quite a bit of cash, and this is important. It's an HBO Max movie going theatrical. I mean, that's a good thing. So I could have quite a bit to talk about with that. But then Sony had to rear their ugly head and be like, hey, for here's a bunch of movies we're just throwing out there for 2023, 2024. Some we're adding, some we're swapping around and delaying, and here you go, just dump it all on me. And I'm like, great, because I didn't get enough of that with Disney this past week. So instead of talking about one movie, I'm talking about at least seven, eight, I think. Probably more. Oh, great. Just wonderful. Wonderful. So let's start with the easy one. That's being Magic Mike's Last Dance, the third Magic Mike movie. Now, this movie was initially supposed to be an HBO Max movie. That was the plan. But this was before David Zaloff stepped in and the whole merger happened. And it was just, well, you've seen the bloodbath that's ensued since the merger. Lots of movies being canceled. I already talked about that with Batgirl and the Scoob Holiday Haunt. Not to mention a lot of stuff on HBO Max, a lot of shows and movies just disappearing, angering, confusing people. It's just bad. It's just shit. But, not just this, but with Evil Dead Rises going from HBO Max to theatrical, I mean, that's a good thing. You get to make your money back with these movies. Don't know why they didn't want to do it with Batgirl. I guess they really thought Batgirl was the worst thing on planet Earth. That's what I think. But even then, like, with Magic Mike's Last Dance, like, making this theatrical makes a lot of sense because those first two Magic Mike movies did pretty darn well. I mean, trying to find it. Yeah, combined 285 million worldwide. I know Magic Mike, the first one, like in 2012. I have to look it up off screen. Uh, that made like over 100 million domestic in 2012. 2012 was Channing Tatum's year. It really was. He had The Vow, then he had 21 Jump Street and Magic Mike, all making over 100 million domestic. Like, wow, that is that is some good luck. The first Magic Mike made 170 million worldwide. The sequel didn't do as hot, didn't do as well, but it made 123 million apparently. So I don't know. I mean, I guess a theatrical sequel, does make sense. There's clearly an audience, and even this year, Channing Tatum, he still has fans. They showed up to see Dog. They showed up to see The Lost City. So this actually makes a whole lot of sense. And it's opening February 10th, 2023, which is Super Bowl weekend, and 4 days before Valentine's Day. So this was clearly intentional. And it makes sense because this movie is appealing to the female gender primarily. uh, that's who showed up to see the first two Magic Mikes in droves. I mean, it's weird. Like the first two Magic Mikes, like the audience showed up like day one, and then it just fell off, and then they kind of just, well, it didn't fall off completely, but yeah, these movies, like, they appeal to like all the female fans, all the Channing Tatum fans. They show up day one, and then they kind of just slide. They don't plummet. It's just a slide. but they do well enough opening day to justify their existence and make their money back. So I feel like we're gonna see the same thing here. And yeah. Yeah, not much else to say really. So yeah. Magic Mike, all you Magic Mike fans out there, all you Chang Tatum fans out there, look out for February 2023. That's going to be your month. February 10th is going to be your day. So, look, yeah. So that's Magic Mike. Now it's time for the Sony shit. So, the good thing here, as Deadline mentions, the good news is that nothing is moving out of 2022. So 2022 is not affected at all. It's all 2023 and 2024. Apparently, part of this is because of the post production jam, where there's like a lot of movies that are in the post production phase, but COVID is really took a number on that, and so a lot of movies have to be delayed in order to be finished. And it's just a nightmare. It's the reason why uh he had all those delays earlier this year with a lot of Warner Brothers movies like Flash, Aquaman. Shazam moved up and then got moved back again. Um, yeah, and Salem's Lot too. And what others? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think those like the main ones. But yeah, it's been a mess. But we got some new movies that have been added to the schedule. The biggest easily is a new Karate Kid movie, which is kind of weird considering Cobra Kai is going on right now on Netflix. So making another movie is kind of strange. Now, obviously, Sony, they have the rights to make more Karate Kid movies if they wanted to. I mean, with Karate Kid, you had the first one, which was a classic. You had the second one, which I heard is kind of good, but not as good as the first. The third is trash. And then you have the next Karate Kid, which is a guilty pleasure of mine with Hilary Swank. And then you got the 2010 remake with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, which realistically should have been called the Kung Fu Kid, but whatever. Because they want that brand name recognition. And that movie was supposed to get a sequel, but it just never materialized. So I guess this is just a reboot. I don't think they're gonna. Well, I mean, they could translate Cobra Kai to the big screen. I don't think they probably will because it would be very confusing to anyone who's not in the know. But it's probably just gonna be another reboot, another remake. That's what I think is gonna happen, even with Cobra Kai. So yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, the 2010 Karate Kid movie is actually pretty darn good. Looking back, and it's probably one of the better remakes out there, at least modern day remakes, in my humble opinion. So yeah. And then we got some movies that have been that popped on the schedule for next year. One of them is called True Haunting. That's January 6th, the first weekend of the year, which is just dandy. Because that's what we all need. Again, horror movies coming out the first weekend of January. That's always a good sign. Although Escape Room did do pretty well. But usually the first weekend of the year, it just has a really, really terrible horror movie. I mean, Devil Inside, Texas Chainsaw 3D, The Grudge 2020. Trying to think of some others. Insidious 4. Uh, those are the main ones I can think of off the top of my head. So, yay! And then also a movie called Missing. That's going to be coming out February 24th alongside Cocaine Bear and Jesus Revolution. Boy, what a combo of movies, right? Don't have much thoughts on that. It says it's part of the Searching franchise, and I'm like, the Searching franchise, what is that? Oh, wait. Oh, I see now. Oh. This was like that movie from 2018 where it was like it was the whole thing was set entirely on a computer screen, and it was about like this father trying to like find his daughter. I remember that. I remember that. I've heard it's really really good. I should watch it. So I guess they want to make another one. So yeah, I did not know that. So I actually looked it up right now off screen. I was like searching, what was that? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. All right, so next 65, that instead of being pushed back, it's been pushed up. So instead of April 28th, it's coming out March 10th. So I'm like, well, someone took the date. Someone took March 10th because Haunted Mansion was supposed to come out that day. That went to August, so that date was empty, but now it's been filled by 65, which is probably a better date because you don't have to deal with Guardians 3 the next week. So, well, it is going to have to deal with Shazam 2, but Shazam 2 is not going to be as big of a deal as Guardians 3. So, it definitely made us, that was a smart call. Okay, big old delay here. Kraven the Hunter. That was supposed to come out January 13th. Not anymore. It's coming out that first weekend of October that Sony likes with how the Venom movies have done. October 6th. So, yeah, big old 9-month delay. This is definitely because of post-production issues, because I was thinking, I was like, this movie's coming out in like 4 months, and we haven't seen anything official yet. We haven't seen any official pictures or a trailer or like a teaser clip or anything. Like, what's going on? And yeah, so this explains that. So yeah, yeah, I don't really have much thoughts on it. It's probably gonna suck because Sony just the track record with these villain movies has been piss poor. I mean, the first Venom movie is kind of a goofy disaster. The second one's a little better, but still not great. And Morbius, I don't need to tell you about Morbius. So I don't expect this to be much better. But for anyone looking forward to it, you're gonna have to wait quite a bit longer. And then another Spider-Man spin-off, because one wasn't enough. Madam Web was supposed to come out October 6th. That's been changed. It has been changed to February 16th, which was the date of an untitled Disney Marvel movie, which has been pushed to September 6th. So lots of moving parts here. I don't have any thoughts about Madam Web. I don't know. I don't know why they want to release. Wait a minute. Isn't that other movie with Bad Bunny? I forgot what it was called. El Morito or something? That's coming out in January. Like, are they willing to have two Spider-Man spin-offs come out 1 month after each other? Probably not. But we'll see. We will see. But yeah. Uh and then the most tragic delay of them all, Garfield, instead of coming out February 16th, it's coming out May 24th, 2024. So it will no longer dominate the month of February. That won't happen anymore. But it could dominate May of 2024. I mean, what does it have to deal with? Really? I mean, Captain America New World Order, that doesn't stand a chance against the Chris Pratt Garfield movie. Nothing stands a chance against the Garfield movie. Well, except Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That stands a chance. But apparently that same weekend, you got Furiosa, you got If. Those movies are going to get crushed by Garfield. I guarantee it. It will happen. There's going to be a big old movement behind the movie. A sweep, if you will. And I'm going to be a part of it. So, yeah. And then an untitled Sony Marvel movie is gonna be July. I don't know what that could be. I guess Venom 3? Maybe either that or something else. Maybe Morbius 2. Maybe Sony Someone at Sony will be on an acid trip and be like, you know what we should make? Morbius 2. We gotta please the people. And they're no, it probably won't happen. They'll probably look at that employee and be like, yeah, no, no, no. But I'm crossing my fingers this is Morbius 2 because we can make so many jokes out of that. But it probably won't be Morbius 2. Sad. But that's all the Sony movies, and that's it. That's it. Yay, we're done here with all these movies. So now it's time to ask that famous question. What will happen next? Ugh, don't what's the point of asking that anymore? September is set in stone. Nothing should change. Same goes for October, realistically. Nothing should change there either. Um then you got November, and then you got December. Everything looks fine. Everything looks fine. Like for the rest of 2022, nothing should really change. You got all these movies that are either that may come out or never come out, but I don't care at this point. Then you got January. No more Kraven the Hunter. It's gone now. And then you got February. There's Magic Mike's Last Dance coming out in between. There's the M. Night Shyamalan movie, Knock at the Cabin, and right before Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Uh, then you got there's Missing, and then you got March 65. It's kind of sandwiched in between Creed 3 and Shazam 2 and John Wick 4. It's not great, but it's still better than Guardians 3. And dealing with that. Then you got April is kind of whatever. And then you got May, whatever. Then you got June, also whatever. And then Insidious 5 just has that weekend to itself now. I feel like that's gonna change. But yeah, that's what it looks like now. Then you got August. Yeah. August doesn't change. September hasn't changed. There's Kraven in October. Nothing else to say really besides that. Then you got November, then December, and then yeah, El Morito. That's January. I imagine that's gonna change. And then Madam Web, the 16th of February. There it is. And there's all these other movies. Then you got March. I'm surprised Universal hasn't done anything about Kung Fu Panda 2 yet. Maybe they'll think of something. April. There's Garfield right there, May 24th. And there's the Karate Kid, the next one, whatever it'll be called. And then is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Well, there's that untitled Sony Marvel movie, whatever that is. Oh, July is just gonna be the worst month of 2024. You got Despicable Me 4, you got Mufasa the Lion King, and then either Venom 3, Morbius 2, or another obscure Marvel villain. That's gonna be the worst month of movies. I guarantee it. But yeah, that's it. That is it. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? Got a playlist on the homepage for all previous cancel episodes I've done on the channel. 155 up to this point. Some of these movies I've talked about before. Some several times. I think maybe. No, I think at least I've talked about some of these movies at least once, but for this video, this is the first time I talked about a lot of them, particularly the Karate Kid. The next Karate Kid movie. So yeah, but if you want to watch any of the past cancel episodes on the channel, binge them all from beginning to now, go right ahead. There's also box office predictions where I predict box office for movies. I did 5 movies this weekend: God's Country, Pearl, Running the Bases, see how they run, Woman King. Talked about all of them, made videos on all of them. So you want to watch any of those or any other prediction videos I made this year, go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. The summer 2022 recap, winners and losers, that's gonna happen next week. It should. I'm gonna make sure it happens. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I've done on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.